everybody. I'm Koby Campbell, along with my co-hosts Konner Barron and Brian Firebaugh, and welcome back to our show, Are You Serious? It's Tuesday. We got some college football and some NFL recap and some big trades going down in the NFL, so let's get right to it. Once again, huge performances all over the NFL, poor performances from kickers, and another tie. Konner, what stood out to you other than the Packers choking off that game?
Not choke off the game.
Debatable.
We got robbed. There's no roughing the passer calling Clay Matthews. The game's over with a minute left. And then after that, the defense just went downhill. I mean, it's hard to, if you think you win it and then they call it back, it's, hard to get back up. And the Vikings kicker blew 3 field goals, and now he's released. And it's
They got Dan Bailey, my Cowboys guy. What do you think, Brian?
I feel bad for the Vikings kicker, man. He tried to do his job. Some days he just have an off day. Now he's on waivers. Says he was injured, too. So he's got an injury to deal with now. Dan Bailey will be huge for the Vikings now. I think he'll do a great job, Kobe.
What stood out to me, man, Patrick Mahomes again. He's lighting people up. And Fitzpatrick. Those dudes, Mahomes, 6 touchdowns, almost had a perfect passer rating. He was 25 for 29. He's throwing dots to those guys. Fitzpatrick, I think, real quick, what do you guys think? Do you think Fitzpatrick, do you think he's going to start coming week 4? Or do you think it's going to be Jameson?
I think he starts.
I think he does, too.
But I feel like it's a short leash kind of
Yeah,
I mean, if he doesn't keep winning still.
Because we've seen this before from him. He has those big flashes of greatness, like you see on the screen right there. He's dotting people up, and then he has that game where he gets 6 picks. So, we'll see what happens.
I mean, Jameis is their man going forward, and Fitzpatrick has maybe 2 more years left.
Absolutely.
They're going to want Jameis to play.
Yeah, for sure. What's next?
Once again, big games and close games all over the country this weekend in college football. Number 6 and number 7 went down. Brian, what do you think about this?
I think it's been a great week of college football. TCU Ohio State was a phenomenal game.
We all picked TCU. We all picked TCU.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we all thought it was in Fort Worth, and that would have changed the game, in my opinion. They're in Dallas, pretty much Fort Worth, DFW metro area, but still, it's still not the same as your own home stadium you're accustomed to. You're playing in an NFL-type stadium. You just aren't the same. And I'll give it to Ohio State. They played a great game.
I thought TCU had that game in control. It was they were up 14-13, and then everything went out the window. I mean, they had the pick 6. They were just turning it over. Ohio State was scoring very first play. They did have the kick return, but that got called back where he was laying down in the end zone. LSU Auburn. I had LSU. LSU was ahead. Auburn started to pull ahead again. I was like, oh man, I might lose another pick. But LSU came back, won it on a game-winning field goal. Wisconsin went down 2. Alabama showed why they're so dominant. What do you think?
I mean, I'm really excited for this future college football. I mean, there's a ton of great teams. I mean, you all think Alabama, Georgia, they might go to the playoffs, but there's a ton of mediocre teams around 25 to 15 that are great teams to watch. Like West Virginia, Oklahoma State, and Boise State. That was a good game.
How about KU getting that big win by 41, though?
Man, they might win 3 straight versus Baylor this weekend.
Hey, stop.
We'll have to see.
Let's get off of that now. What's next?
Josh Gordon has been traded to the Patriots for a low-round pick. The Browns stated he would be cut, but teams wanted him, and therefore resulting in his trade. Kobe, are you serious? The Browns just going to let him go for a low-round trade?
They said he pulled his hamstring at a photo shoot. What are you doing to pull your hamstring at a photo shoot? This is the last straw for him. He's obviously had way too many chances in Cleveland. I really wanted Dallas to pick him up. We need him, but he went to New England, and he's going to be a star there, I think. That's the last thing everybody in the NFL wanted to see him do was go to New England. Tom Brady's going to make him a monster. He's a freak of nature. When he is not acting like a knucklehead, that guy is one of the best receivers in the league. Konner, what do you think?
His career is going to be resurrected right now at New England. I mean, it's kind of like the Randy Moss, not as good as Randy Moss, but he's a deep threat. Spread the field down for Gronkowski and Hogan and Amendola to come across the middle.
Edelman come back.
Edelman. It's a huge pickup for the Patriots. I mean, I wish the Packers picked him up, but we all wish.
I mean, the Patriots, to me now, even solidified their Super Bowl pick even more with Bell out with the Steelers. Patriots are looking like favorites to go back again. As much as we hate to say it, they just...
Hey, now Jalen Ramsey, Josh Gordon, AFC Championship.
That's going to be an incredible matchup, just saying.
Yeah, it is. All right, coming up next, we'll give our reasons for the NFL turning soft, in the Packers fans' word. And we'll talk about one of the most bizarre incidents we've ever seen in the NFL. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For fans of small-town comfort food and community values, Louis Cafe in Rose Hill is the place to eat. With a fine selection of gourmet burgers and dinner meals, Louis has been a staple since 2003. Home of the world's famous Louis fries, so dine in or call now, 316-776-9005.
Hi, I'm Austin Graham. You should watch The Fake News, the new sketch comedy show from Rocket Production, which
There he is, get him!
If you're looking for a good book, or maybe a movie that you've been wanting to see, visit the Rose Hill City Library. Located at 306 North Rose Hill Road, open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Thursday. It's closed on Friday and Sunday, but it is open on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go visit today.
Welcome back to Are You Serious? Coming up now, Packers fans are salty this week because they think the NFL is too soft. Clay Matthews had a questionable roughing the passer call. So did the Vikings, though. Connor, rant for us on this.
It's called football. You put pads on, you gotta expect to get hit hard. I mean, it's just, I didn't even pick him up or anything, and didn't put his full body weight on. He did exactly what he was supposed to be told to do, and they blew the game for us. I mean, there's an interception in the game. I just feel like it's too soft. I mean, you're gonna play football and you're gonna get hit. Everyone's gonna get hurt no matter, even if this rule doesn't happen. I mean, they took away hitting him low, took away hitting him high. This is the only place you can hit him, and they're still going roughing the passer on it. I think it's ridiculous.
I'd have to agree. Obviously, it happened to Aaron Rodgers in the early stages of the game, but he also got driven into the ground, and that is something the NFL does not want. I agree with Connor, though, completely. The NFL's turning soft. It's turning into flag football. It's actually pathetic. At some point, they're going to start putting on belts with flags, and they're going to start running up and down the sidelines. It is actually pathetic how soft the NFL is getting.
Maybe I'm a little less passionate because it wasn't my team that just tied, but it is becoming a little, I think it's just becoming more safety oriented. I don't even think it's becoming soft. Some of them, I think they need to set like a specific baseline on what is a roughing the passer, because I can see where you guys are definitely frustrated. I know the teams are frustrated, but I don't know if you know that play when Mike Daniels had Kirk Cousins. He thought it was over. Like that's a problem right there. He thought the refs were just gonna call it, because
you got players like Cam Newton. If you want to
they're gonna keep going. Yeah. So I do think that they need to form a specific baseline for what roughing the passer is and what it's not. But yeah.
Sunday, the weirdest thing we've ever seen in the NFL happened. Bills cornerback.
Sorry, I'm retiring. I think from the show. I gotta go. I'm retiring.
Midway through the show.
Come on, I
serious? Vontae Davis retired at halftime. Yes, halftime. Koby, are you serious right now? He really gonna do his team dirty like that?
Oh, what a boss move! That's a boss move right there. It's not a good move. It's not a good look for him. But he said, I don't want to play anymore. If something must have hit him in the head, he said, hey, my safety, I don't think I want to play anymore. I'm worrying about my future in mid-game, which I'm sure there was something else to do with the Bills getting killed, and he probably just didn't. He probably would have got hurt that season. They're going to be the first pick next year. But, he was a top 10 corner once upon a time. But
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Indianapolis, but boss move by Vontae Davis, in my opinion. What do you think, Connor?
I mean, he just quit on his team halfway through the game. That's he must be worrying about safety.
Yeah, it has to be what it is.
It's got to be something about that.
But, as an analyst, I think it's hilarious.
I mean, it's just, if I was a player, I'd be, kind of mad at him.
Oh, I'd be heated, yeah.
That's just, you don't quit on a team.
Looking on it from the outside in, you're looking at it completely different than what a player would.
You're worked all summer for your team, with your team, training camp, OTAs, all this, preseason, and then you quit during week 2 at halftime.
Walked out.
Brian, what do you think about this?
This is stupid. Literally, as you said, Connor, go through the whole summer, whole preseason, OTAs, everything. Week 2 to quit like this, and you're just going to leave your teammates out there? You are literally still a very respectable cornerback in the NFL, and you're just going to quit like that? He said after the game it was because of his injuries, but honestly, I call bullcrap. I think he knows that he literally is about to go just get slaughtered this year.
Yeah,
I'll say at best 3-13 for the Bills this year.
At best, I agree. Nathan Peterman, just
Josh Allen.
He ain't it.
They don't got it.
Josh Allen,
They don't got it this year.
Yes, I don't know if it's that good, but Coming up next, we'll talk about Rose Hill sports. Stay tuned.
If you're in the mood for fresh coffee and homemade pastries, Coffee with Friends is the place to go. Come in Monday through Saturday for a delicious selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This beloved business is run by Rose Hill community member Cheryl Otto.
Hi, this is Coffee with Friends. If you see this commercial and you mention it to me when you come in, I'll give you 10% off.
Coffee with Friends isn't just a place to get your coffee in the mornings. Check out the cafe's merchandise when you drop in. Come in today for the daily special.
AJ Taylor, reporter, Channel 7 News.
Have you ever had the need for teeth whitening? Rose Hill General and Cosmetic Dentistry is the place to go. Chipped a tooth, they can take care of it. They have been in the Wichita community for over 40 years. Dr. Troilo has 39 years of experience in dentistry. Amazing, caring, helpful, and communicative, says one valued customer. Very nice people and good at what they do. Been coming here since I was in school. The office hours include Monday at 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Tuesday 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Wednesday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and Friday 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back. Today in Rose Hill, the soccer team is at home versus Eula at 7. Volleyball is at Clearwater, while cross country is at Garden on Thursday. We appreciate you not retiring mid-show, sticking with us the whole way. I'm Koby Campbell. This is Konner Barron, Brian Firebaugh. You can catch us on Tuesdays and Fridays on the Rocket Projections YouTube channel. We'll see you guys later.